Good morning. Sunday morning.
Happy Sunday. Welcome to Zeducation, and welcome to another episode of You Laugh, You Lose. If you are new to this channel and new to this series, the game is simple. If you laugh at anything today, you lose, and you have to do a punishment. What is today's punishment? Today's punishment is if you laugh, you lose, and you have to go and try out for the Minnesota Vikings cheerleader team, guys and girls. I have to say, 12 teams have male cheerleaders in the NFL. 12. I don't know why the Vikings are the only one getting criticized here. Okay, I see all your messages. There's a million messages. People are laughing at it, joking about it. I get it, and it is weird. But why just the Vikings? That's what I want to know. 12 teams, and they weren't even the first one. Anyways, we have to get into today's show. We'll talk about it more later. If you're ready for today's game, head down and like this video. And if you're new here, please make sure you are subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Now on to today's game. If you laugh, you lose. Go. New sign at the local driving range, Happy Gilmore 2. We do not allow Happy Gilmore swings. We have had 2 knee dislocations recently, so if you are seen, you will be asked to leave. 2 knee dislocations. We got any golf course employees here? Any driving range, specifically driving range employees, or Topgolf? Yeah, don't do that. You know, it could give you a little momentum, a little torque maybe, but is it going to help it go that much further? You got to be accurate first, right? Don't do the Happy Gilmore swing. Okay. The CIA will replace waterboarding with a video of Kamala reading her new book. Yeah. We did that punishment here not that long ago, so that's a punishment, if you ask me. Oof. Not to sound fat, but I'm ready for Thanksgiving. Yeah. You know what? That does sound like a good time. I always say Thanksgiving is the best as far as like the family gatherings go, because everyone gets together, you hang out, you play games. You're together without the stress of the gifts, right? There's always an added element of stuff, okay? That's why Thanksgiving's better. My morning walk, 2 sprinklers counterclockwise, 1 clockwise, different speeds. Super Mario First Edition prepared me for this moment. Who installed that sprinkler system? Shame on them. They knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. They're like, hey, we're gonna mess with some people on their morning walks. I asked AI to restore my photo from when I was a kid, and this was the result. It's terrifying, dude. Absolutely terrifying. It's, yeah, you're a bad kid. That's what that means. Imagine a sleep paralysis demon, but it's Chanel West Coast laughing in the corner. That's terrifying. She has a contagious laugh. I will say that. You guys know she's a rapper, right? It's kind of a weird thing because everyone knows her as the laughing girl on Rob Dyrdek's shows, and then she is a rapper as well. It's like 2 different personas that just don't mix. I don't know. Been cleaning up the kitchen all day. Now I just got a mop. It's looking all right. It's looking all right. Let's see. Is that okay? You got a fridge. Got a burner on top. It's about all you need. That mopping's gonna take a while, so good luck. Things are looking good. He's not dead and remembers the door. Titanic 2. Jack's Revenge. Let's make this happen. Let's make it happen. I can already tell you the plot. The submarine submersible just blew up. The ghost of Jack is down there causing havoc. And he's coming back. He takes the parts from the submersible, rises to the surface, and starts getting revenge. Maybe that's a bad plot. I don't know. 2.04 billion Powerball winner takes home 628 million after taxes. The IRS. I always love when this one comes up because when you say, wow, that's a lot of taxes, people always counter with, is 628 million not enough for you? That's not the point. The point is the government shouldn't have their greedy little hands in that much money. Well, you can't live off of $628 million? Stop creating a new argument. Not you guys here, because you guys are all cool. You guys can understand the argument. Using CNN to support your arguments is like saying you're a marine biologist because you watch SpongeBob. I would go further and say any mainstream news source, including Fox News. Some good people on there. There really is, but you're not getting the full story from any place, period. None of these mainstream outlets. This is what it is. But CNN is definitely worse than most. I could swear he's doing it wrong, but since I don't own a boat, I'm going to keep my opinion to myself. You know, if you got one of them, what is that? Is that a Chevy? S10? Is that? Yeah, that looks like a Chevy. It's them Chevy operators, man, I'm telling you. You're going to have to clean out the pistons later. Drain all that water. Maybe change the oil, too. How to make a nuclear bomb. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Thanksgiving, you know, if you want to cause some havoc, do that. Remember in 3rd grade when you were practicing your times tables and then somebody threw up out of nowhere? Oh, dude. I do. I do remember that. That's why I'm laughing. The worst was when someone did it on the bus, because then they sprinkled that stuff on it to like, I don't know if it was like a moisture absorber or what, but it's that powder stunk more than the actual vomit. Ugh. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah? I've been waiting for this moment all my life. You gotta hit it. You gotta hit it. The sick Triceratops scene in Jurassic Park took multiple days to shoot due to complex weather and lighting challenges. Also, the trained dinosaur was only allowed to work 4 hours a day per her union contract. It's a fun fact a lot of people don't know. These were real dinosaurs in that movie. Government doesn't want you to know about that, though. Mom made butter dogs again. This house is a freaking prison. I've seen some people do this. Like, they just eat the stick raw. Some people put sugar on it. I feel like that can't be healthy for you. Not to mention, this has to be more expensive than a pack of hot dogs. Has to be. I just want to be rich enough to have a covered porch so I can sit outside in thunderstorms like an old man with my coffee and mumble, we needed this. I'll tell you right now, we don't need that. It's been so much rain this summer, it's ridiculous. Not to mention, how bad have the weather people been? The weather forecasters. Horrific forecasts this summer. Like, so inaccurate. It's like, oh, 0% chance of rain today. Then all of a sudden you get a notification at 5 p.m. Severe thunderstorms in the area. What the hell happened to 0% chance? That's consistently happening. And then you have a 100% chance or 98% chance of rain, and then it doesn't rain. So you plan your whole day around that, and it's off. They have like a 10% accuracy rate this summer. It's awful, at least here in Minnesota. The owner of the company just pulled up, and he ain't happy. Give him a little psst, psst. He ain't going away because he wants the treat. He wants the treat. He wants that catnip. The hacker who doesn't understand why he can't see my password. Me, who set my password as 8 asterisks. It's not a terrible idea, honestly. Although I don't know if many sites will allow you to do that. Because you have to have a number, you have to have a symbol, a letter, a capital letter, you know. A lot of those places make you do that now. Never forget, these people thought they were smarter than you. Dude, they still think that. It's very sad. Living in delusion to this day. And then you ask them their opinion on politics, and it's like, what the hell? Where do you get your information? No kings, no kings, no kings. Dude, you're chanting no kings while promoting all this. Firing people from their jobs. People, they forgot all about this time that we lived in. It's a very weird, authoritarian, real authoritarian time. You just assume the government is lying? Me. Always. Always. Now, you pay attention for 2 election cycles, couple wars. You start seeing like the truth come out afterwards. You're like, what the hell? We can't ever trust these people, ever. My fridge when I'm trying to figure out something to eat. My fridge when I'm trying to figure out where to put my groceries. Every time. Every time. Yeah, you gotta really... You gotta stop buying ingredients, okay? You gotta stop buying stuff that you need to make. Buy some healthy snacks that you can just grab and go, right? My forearms, my butt cheeks. Come on. This is most of us, right? Unless you're out there tanning all the time, which is whatever. But some of us have to get outside and work, do the yard work, hang out outside, watch the kids, and get the farmer's tan. Most of us aren't out there tanning. Liberal ideology. Offensive? Normal. Yeah, that's what the ideology in a nutshell. I think it starts with these overly sensitive, emotional, irrational people that want everyone, no one's feelings to get hurt, right? And then it's like, no, don't hurt their feelings. That's normal. Oh, and that person, normal. And that group, normal. Until all of a sudden you're like, what the hell are we doing? Pendulum swung a little too far. No, that's weird. That's mental illness. That's weird. That's mental illness. That's weird. That's mental illness. So I feel like we're coming back a little bit. Wokeness isn't dead, I'll tell you that. The American Eagle ad the woke wanted. Accurate. Accurate, yeah. It wouldn't have sold much, but back in 2020, this is kind of what they had. 2021-ish time frame. When you use the bathroom and you hear somebody say, my word, who was in here last? Depends on the group of people you're with, you know. Dude, this is Dave in church like 15 years ago. Long story if you haven't heard it, but that's literally the face he made. All right. You know what? It works. Come on, man. Put AC with a generator. It might be cheaper and safer to just, you know, fix the cooling system in your car, but this works. Or just roll down the window too. It might be a little hot, but you'll get used to it. Do you realize that we are the last generation on Earth that knows what life was like before social media? The life before social media, man. We should figure out how to get rid of social media too, and just let's make everyone live in a post-social media life too. I just feel like it's mostly bad. 90% bad. 90% negative on most people's lives. Social media is going nowhere, all right? And I get the irony. You wouldn't exist. I know. I'll find something else to do. California versus hell. Constantly on fire, place of sin, high housing costs, communists, people want to get out, governed by an imbecile, traffic. Look at that. Been a while since we had this meme, but just a reminder, hell is less worse than California. Sadly, you know. When you're looking for an adult to handle the situation and realize you are the adults. This is a good realization for most people. I think it happens for a lot of kids right out of college that get into their first job. And then they realize, oh, there's a rent check due. And oh my gosh, there's this payment. I'm my student loans, blah, blah. Then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm an adult now. I have to take care of this. Some people, there's a lot of failure to launches out there. This is what it is. They never grow up. There's people that I know that are close to 40 that are still stuck in their 20s. People who understand Chinese, Japanese, what's the dumbest thing you've seen tattooed on someone? Guy had these symbols on his arm, said it meant lover of Asian beauty, when in fact it means foreign That's awesome. What an idiot. Fun prank. Make people study for 16 years, then replace them with AI. Hilarious prank. Planned it decades ago. All these billionaire AI people. This is actually happening. I've seen articles about people who go to school for coding, people who go to, you know, software engineer, stuff like that, and now they're having a tough time finding jobs because all of it's being done with AI now. It's starting to happen. It's starting. Thinking about having kids. My son poured syrup in every floor vent. 13 years later, it still smells like waffles every time the heat comes on. You're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. You're gonna wish these days. You're heading on by so fast. These are good times. Take a big sniff around. When the waffles went in the heating vent. See, that's a good reminder. Every time you smell that, you're like, man, I wish the kids were young again. Even though it was hard. Found a cabin I can afford. This might work. Might work. I've gone on a real deep dive on Outdoor Boys. You guys ever watch that channel? I know he retired, right? He's not making videos anymore, but phenomenal content. Probably the most wholesome and honest, good content on this platform. Sad that he had to step away, but I get it. I get it. Government regulations, the economy. Good meme. It's a good meme. Sad meme. This is a great pair of jeans. R.I.P. R.I.P. jeans. You just had to be there. Ah, dude. This is where it started, man. You know, we talk about the pre-social media days, generations that knew that. We also know this, where we were pre-online gaming days. Nintendo 64, you could only have 4 people. But then you had the landline where you could play Halo. I think you could have up to 16, but we did 4 versus 4. And it was some of the best times of my life, man. We would sit and game until the sun came up. Just hanging out, playing Xbox, man. Younger generations will never know. You receive $10,000 a week for life, but you can never set foot in New York City again. Would you take the deal? Is that a trick question? Come on, of course. 2025, school will be closed due to high winds. 1986, tornado happening. Go in the hall, put a book in your head. Also, we were having pizza for lunch. They actually close school for high winds these days? Wouldn't be surprised. Soft. Hope I never have twins. I can't imagine being pregnant for 18 months. These memes always make me laugh, I know. Shame on me. Oh, Tyler, just grow up. No, this is great. They totally fit her. If you ever feel alone and abandoned, think of this slice of cheddar. Things could have been worse. This episode's out of control, dude. These memes today are nuts. Kids today will never know how unhinged this scene was. Dude, we got a lot of nostalgia today. Bruce. Matilda, anyone? That was a very unhinged scene. What a wild punishment. Like, hey, we're gonna make this fatty eat a whole cake as a punishment for the rest of you. This collective punishment. Shame on all of you. Eat the cake, Bruce. And then it turns into like this rallying cry against Miss Trunchbull. Bruce. It's wild, dude. Okay, I just found out that I can overnight ship camel spiders to your house for $60 to $100. So, if you have done me wrong, you have 24 hours to get your apologizing done. Yeah. Sorry if I ever wronged anyone that is considering doing that. Don't do that. People who eat sweet potato fries are doing it for attention. What? Dude, I love sweet potato fries. They're delicious. Is this a thing? Like, do people not like sweet potato fries? For sale. Bought in error. I live at 45. Amazon getting it wrong over and over again. Look at that. Tyler, you're missing the joke. You don't get the joke. The joke flew over your head. No. Yo, you get it? It's at the 54 instead of a 45. Guys, come on. Woman shoots man 17 times. By miracle, no shots hit the target. By miracle? Come on. There's no way that's real. How am my timeline about to look for the next 2 weeks? First day of school picks, man. It's coming. It's like a social media tradition. Everyone does it. Everyone's got to do it. How it feels to send that one rage bait text and the designated crash out friend starts typing. Oh, I love that. Love it. And if you've been in a group chat long enough, you know the things that will trigger your friends. Sometimes you just have to do it for fun. Keep them honest. WNBA warns, if you throw anything on the court, you'll be forced to attend 10 more WNBA games. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I just saw, and I don't know if this is true or not, we'll have to confirm, but the WNBA players are in a battle with the owners. They're trying to get a new players contract. They're negotiating. They turned down salaries between $250,000 and $1 million. They said, no, that's not enough. That's a slap in the face. That's what I just saw. I'd take it. I'd take it. In case anyone was wondering what dating is like in 2023. Jason, date idea. I pick you up at 6 p.m. We eat rotisserie chicken, the grocery store parking lot, and talk about aliens. You'll be home by 9. Anyone in 2025 still doing this? Have you gone on a rotisserie chicken date? It does look decent. Maybe not enough spice on that rotisserie chicken, but... I told a joke on a Zoom meeting and nobody laughed. Turns out I'm not even remotely funny. Ting. Dumb. Different types of fangs. Twilight, Underworld, Dracula, County Fair after midnight. Been to 2 county fairs this year, 2 of them. And I can tell you right now with certainty that that happens well before midnight. It's a 24/7 thing at the county fair. A lot of good stuff there though, you know? Get your community together, get your county together. Go look at the farm animals, you know? Oh, I like that character. Hope he doesn't die. Character. This makes me immediately think of Game of Thrones. Has he finished that last book yet, by the way? No? Okay. And to my children, I leave my collection of grocery bags that I store inside of a grocery bag. That's a valuable collection. It's really weird how it happens because one minute your entire underneath your sink is full of them, like you have way too many. Then next thing you know, like you use all of them and they're gone and you're like, we need more bags. I don't know how it happens, but it does. If a giraffe centaur existed, would it look like this or like this? Ooh, this is a good question. It's got to be the one on the left. Has to be. It would be cooler if it was the one on the right, but it's the one on the left for sure. When you're in the mood for seafood, but you're on a budget. I don't know what mom did this, but that is love right there. That mom is going above and beyond for her kids. That's fantastic. That was a while ago now, but yeah, this was a pretty big moment. Did you guys see that? The actual video of Hillary flying by on her broom? Sincerely though, flying the B-2 above them as they're walking in, that was badass. I have to say that. Whether you like Trump, whether you don't like Trump, doesn't matter. That was badass. That was a great show of power. CNN just reported a polar bear was sighted in New York City area. Hope everyone's doing all right. Those things can be vicious, man. Netflix is about to make a documentary about it too. Did you sit in a pile of sugar? Because you got a sweet butt. I don't know if that pickup line's gonna work, but you can try it on your wife. I don't know if she'll like that one, but go ahead. Report back. Drinking water, but not suitable for a European stomach. Isn't this Americans going pretty much anywhere besides Flint? Like if you go to Mexico, they say don't have ice cubes in your drinks. Don't drink the tap water. Otherwise you will get sick. I would have added 2 more, but I was exhausted. Oh, what the hell? Dude, some of you, I get it, it's a hobby, but that's out of control, dude. That's out of control. What if my dog just suffers from Stockholm Syndrome? Well, for dogs, they call it Helsinki Syndrome. Stupid joke, I know, but there's a few people that watch us that will laugh at that. So, when the safety man is coming, but all you have are spoons. That counts. That counts, it works. I don't care that it's photoshopped. I want one. So do I. So do I. Because you could easily do this in the wintertime. Use this thing in the wintertime. You could use it as a fish house, right? I want it. Guys, if I want to play on the girls' team, you need to be fully committed. Get this to the cheerleaders, dude. Just kidding. It's a joke. No, don't do that. Even tornadoes aren't allowed to use these dishes. Those are your great-grandma's china. So, if that's a real photo, that's incredible. After tornado damage, hopefully we're all that lucky, right? When you show your wife a meme, but she doesn't have a 13-year-old boy's sense of humor. I have not been in this position with my wife. She looks at me like this all the time. How'd you do in today's game? Did you laugh at all? If you did, you lose. You gotta head to your nearest cheerleader tryout. Just kidding, don't do that. Don't do it. Let me know how you did down in the comments. While you're down there, please like this video. Please help us get it recommended to others. That's it for today's game. Until next time, I'm Tyler Zed, and this is Zeducation.
Are you willing to support veterans organizations?
Idiots.